Log on to ihssn.com, or in central Iowa, tune in to AM 940. We're at 120 pounds right now in Class 1A. Aaron Anderson from Clarion Goldfield wrestling Charlie Jones of Columbus Catholic Waterloo. 120 pounds, Dylan Peters, Denver Tripola, Tony DeVries, Davenport Assumption. 3A, Chris Walters of Cedar Rapids Prairie, and Tyler Willers of Pleasant Valley. Those are the wrestlers, and you see them, and we are ready to begin the action here at 120 pounds. Dylan Peters in Class 2A from Denver Tripola, a senior, two-time state champ, going for number 3. That young man will go on to wrestle for Doug Schwab at the University of Northern Iowa next year. And he's wrestling Tony DeVries, two-time place winner at state, NHS member, out of Davenport Assumption. That's happening in Class 2A right now. Class 1A, Aaron Anderson, Clarion Goldfield, a 3-time state qualifier, wrestling Charlie Jones from Columbus Catholic in Waterloo. Class 3A, Chris Walters, Cedar Rapids Prairie, a sophomore. Tyler Willers of Pleasant Valley, a senior. Willers, a 4-time place winner, won it all back in 2010. That is the Class 3A matchup. 1A, 2A, and 3A. You see them on your screens right there. You see the scores. We got a quick takedown there in Class 3A. And Willers out to a 2-0 lead. And a pinning combination. Oh, my heavens. Wow.
Denver Tripola's Dylan Peters. He came out and took care of business right away. He got 2 takedowns, led him up, and then turned him over in a whip over and pinned him for his 3rd state title. I don't think he's had a match that hasn't been decided on bonus points since his 3rd place finish his freshman year.
Dylan Peters, Denver Tripola, a statement. Winner by fall in about 30 seconds, I believe, in the Class 2A championship bout. 37 seconds over Tony DeVries out of Davenport Assumption. So Peters, a 3-time state champ, gets himself his gear and a bottle of water. All smiles as he heads off into the sunset.
And we got to talk about that, too. That was Denver Tripola over Davenport Assumption. That's a tight team race. They're only half a point behind going into that match right there. But Denver Tripola with Dylan Peters, he flexed his muscles there, and they scored an extra couple, not only advancement points, but he scored an extra couple bonus points with the fall.
Class 1A action going on right now. Charlie Jones getting the takedown from Columbus Catholic, and he's got a 2-0 lead over Aaron Anderson out of Clarion Goldfield. Class 3A, Willers out of Pleasant Valley with the lead.
Right now, Willers came out and scored early on Chris Walters. These guys wrestled once earlier this year. It was a match where Willers got ahead pretty heavily. I think he took Walters to his back, but then in the 3rd period, Walters was able to battle back and make it a 2-point match. Walters out of Cedar Rapids Prairie, tough kid. First of 2 finalists for them tonight. Zach Witt coming up later at 152 pounds.
Walters just a sophomore on that Cedar Rapids Prairie team.
He's actually, he is a sophomore, you're right.
Second period all the way around here in the 2 matches remaining. We're at 120 pounds. We will hand out the awards coming up here shortly for the 113-pound winners. In on that single leg mark and just unable to finish it, Aaron Anderson from Clarion Goldfield.
He's coming up with the leg, and that's what he's got to do, is try and come up with it. But the defense by Jones there.
Yeah, Charlie Jones had a couple of good counters.
Just too much for him, He did a good job, got the leg down, back, and away, and he got his hips into him, and then was kind of just able to horse him over there for his own 2-point takedown.
Walters had the arm and shot in on a high crotch series over in the 3A bout, but a nice sprawl by Willers, got his hips in, and both wrestlers back up to their feet now with a minute remaining.
Walters doing a good job over there, trying to move his hands, move his feet. Willers is so experienced at here. He's won state championship 2 years ago, and
well, after tonight, he'll be a 4-time place winner here at state finals in Des Moines. Now you're trying to get the arm and trying to get some back points. Charlie Jones trying to turn Aaron Anderson in Class 1A. Got the arm locked up. Anderson scooting away.
Oh.
Now Anderson's going to counter.
Got a little careless.
See what happens. 2-point reversal. 6-2 the score now. 30 seconds remaining. Second period.
Clay Walter down here trying to get a takedown of his own, but Wheeler scrambles out of that. We're getting a lot of action between these two mats. That's a difficult thing about our job up here, Mark, is when there's so much action going on. Peters is already off the mat over here, and we can't keep up with the two mats here. There's just so much action going on. And that's what's great about this tournament, but bad about this tournament. You come down, and you were down here yesterday, and I was down here yesterday. You're trying to watch 8 different matches at one time, and 4 different semifinal matches. It's like you just want to stop one match until this one's over, and then we'll start that one, but it doesn't work that way.
Well, and I was trying to watch wrestling, but I was trying to keep my eye on a couple of 8-year-old boys who were interested in trying some wrestling moves on their own. Kept telling them, no, you guys can't go down there. Had my son and a couple of his buddies here yesterday.
Walter starts out in the third period with a 1-point escape. He scores 3-1 right now in the third period there. He's going to have to look for a takedown at least to tie that up. Jones still out to a commanding lead over here in the third period. 6-2, and he's in on another shot. Drives through with a nice double leg. And wraps up another 2-point takedown, so he takes an 8-2 lead with a minute and a half to go in that match.
Well, if you're Tyler Willers right now, you've got a 3-1 lead, 1:20 to go. Offense sometimes your best defense.
That's the way I look at it. You stay on the attack. You don't stop. You don't stand around and try to hold position and hold a lead. You stop moving your feet, and then it makes it easier for your opponent to get to your legs and attack you. So, you got to stay with what works. And so far, him moving his hands, moving his feet, and getting on the attack, that got him points early. There's a great interview over at the Iowa Hall of Pride with Cale Sanderson, and that's exactly what he says. He was never one for standing around. He just felt the best way I can win is to stay on offense. That's the best defense I got, is to stay on the attack. And obviously, 4-time NCAA champ. I think he knows a little something. Olympic gold medalist. You listen to those opinions if you're in the sport of wrestling. Right on the edge of the mat in Class 3A. They've been there now for about a minute. 30 seconds to go. Walter's going to have to... Now the officials are talking to the wrestlers now. Get some activity going in that Class 3A matchup between Chris Walters and Tyler Willers. Walters' headgear has problems. They stop it there. They go back to the center for a stalemate. Now, 23 seconds left here. Walters is going to have to really do something. He doesn't have to go for broke. He only needs a takedown, so it's not like he needs to go for a throw or nothing, but he's going to have to really pick up his offense and try and get it on a shot on Willers, but Willers grabbing that arm and
he's got that 2-on-1 mark and just hanging on to it.
Trying to slow him down a little bit. And Jones down here is going to get his state championship. Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones from Columbus Catholic in Waterloo. State champion at 120 pounds. 5 seconds remaining in Class 3A, and it's all over. Tyler Willers from Pleasant Valley won it back in 2010, wins it here in 2012. Coach Ben Euchre and Pleasant Valley. Let's go back to what happened in Class 2A. This is going to be our Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield championship move. Dylan Peters of Denver Tripola, the pinning combination, it was in tight, and that young man, a 3.
Presenting the world's Class 3A at 120 pounds, Coach Ben Euchre. In 8th place, Damon Griffin, Linmar Marriott. 7th place, Andrew Steyer, Waverly Shell Rock. 6th place, John Giuffretti, Indianola. 5th, Ernest Willis, Iowa City West. 4th, Colby Knight, Urbandale. 3rd place, Andres Gonzalez, Mason City. Runner-up, Chris Walters, Prairie, Cedar Rapids. And your Class 3A 120-pound champion from Pleasant Valley, Tyler Willers.